So we're going to recite the Refuge Bodhicitta prayer first, but I also wanted to just say something about the practices we did this morning. The calm abiding, using the breath as an object, and then using the distractions and just the content of the mind unfolding as an object. And the third one was beginning with the breath and transitioning to the third one, using the distractions as an object. But generally speaking, since you're going to be on your own with this, it's actually better to decide in advance which of those two you're going to use, to not mix them together. So if you're going to use your breath, and if you're at home doing it, it's better, if you want to do them both, do 2 short sessions rather than leave yourself a decision in the middle, like if I'm being distracted, then I'll focus on the distraction. That's very difficult. It's better just use one or the other. And if you think you want to do both, then do 2 sessions. Short sessions are better anyway, so it should be fairly easy to do that. But today I would just pick one, whichever one, and we'll meditate for about a half an hour. So if you wanted to do 2, you could just on your own just start with one and then finish it, and then rest for a little bit, and then start the other one. That decision, when you leave a decision in the middle, that becomes something that plagues you. Then you find yourself wondering, well, I don't know, it's not going so well, maybe I shouldn't have decided to do that, and so there's no point in complicating it in that way. So we'll start with a recitation of Refuge and Bodhicitta. Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. So as best as you can, without further instruction. By this virtue, may I quickly realize Mahamudra and establish all beings without exception in this state.
This way. One more.
Gurus and Yadams, deities of the mandala, Buddhas of the 3 times and 10 directions, and your children, consider me with kindness. Grant your blessing that all my wishes be realized. Sprung from the snow mountain of the pure actions and intentions, mine and those of all sentient beings without limit, may the river of virtue undefiled by the 3 spheres flow into the ocean of the 4 bodies of Buddha. As long as I have not realized this, through all my lifetimes, birth after birth, may not even the words for defilement and suffering be heard, and may I enjoy the prosperity of oceans of happiness and virtue. Having obtained this excellent, free, and well-favored life, along with faith, energy, and intelligence, having attended a worthy master and received the pith of the sacred instructions, may I practice the sacred Dharma properly in all my lives without interruption. The study of Scriptures frees one from the veil of ignorance. The contemplation of oral instructions overcomes the darkness of doubt. Light born of meditation illuminates the way things are. May the radiance of the 3 wisdoms increase. The significance of the ground is the 2 truths, free from the extremes of eternalism and nihilism. The excellent path, the 2 accumulations, free from the extremes of assumption and denial. The result obtained is the 2 benefits, free from the extremes of existence and peace. May I meet the Dharma which is free from error. The ground of refinement is mind itself, indivisible luminosity and emptiness. The refining, the great Vajra composure of Mahamudra. What is to be refined, the incidental stains of confusion. The result of refining, the unstained Dharmakaya, may I realize it. Confidence and outlook is studying assumptions about the ground. The key to meditation is maintaining that without distraction. The supreme activity is to exercise the sense of meditation in everything. May I have confidence in outlook, meditation, and activity. All dharmas are projections of mind. As for mind, there is no mind. Mind's nature is empty. Empty and immediate, mind appears as everything. Investigating a realm may settle the basic points. Appearances which never existed in themselves have been confused as objects. Awareness itself, because of ignorance, has been confused as a self. Through the power of dualistic fixation, I wander in the realm of resistance. May ignorance and confusion be completely resolved. It doesn't exist, even Buddhas do not see it. It does not exist, it is the origin of samsara and nirvana. No contradiction, conjunction, the middle way. May I realize the pure being of mind, free of extremes. If one says it is this, nothing has been posited. If one says it is not this, nothing has been denied. Unconditioned, pure being transcends intellect. May I gain conviction in the ultimate position. Not realizing it, one circles in the ocean of samsara. Realizing it, Buddha isn't anywhere else. It is everything, it isn't anything, none of this. Pure being, the basis of everything, may I see any misunderstanding here. Since appearance is mind and emptiness is mind. Since realization is mind and delusion is mind. Since arising is mind and cessation is mind. May all assumptions about mind be eliminated. Unpolluted by meditation with intellectual efforts, undisturbed by the winds of everyday affairs, not manipulating, knowing how to let what is true be itself, may I become skilled in this practice of mind and maintain it. The waves of subtle and coarse thoughts calm down in their own ground. Motionless, the river of mind abides naturally. Free from contaminations of dullness and torpor, may I establish the still ocean of Shamata. And one looks again and again at the mind which cannot be looked at, and sees vividly for what it is, the meaning of not seeing. Doubts about the meaning of is and is not are resolved. Without confusion may my own face know itself. Looking at objects, there is no object, one sees mind. Looking at mind, there is no mind, it is empty of nature. Looking at both of these, dualistic clinging subsides on its own. May I realize sheer clarity the way mind is. Free from mental constructions, it is called Mahamudra. Free from extremes, it is called Madhyamaka. Everything complete here, it is also called Mahahati. May I attain the confidence that in understanding one, all are realized. The great bliss of non-attachment is continuous. Sheer clarity without fixations is free of obscurations. Passing beyond intellect, non-thought is naturally present. May these experiences continually arise without effort. Attachment to good and fixation on experience subside on their own. Confusion and evil concepts are cleared away in the realm of ultimate nature. In the ordinary mind there is no rejection or acceptance, no separation or attainment. May I realize the truth of pure being, complete simplicity. While the nature of beings has always been full enlightenment, not realizing this, they wander in endless samsara. For the boundless suffering of sentient beings, may overwhelming compassion be born in my being. While such compassion is active and immediate, in the moment of compassion its essential emptiness is nakedly clear. This conjunction is the undeviating supreme path. Inseparable from it may I meditate day and night. From the power of meditation come eyes and actual knowledge. Sentient beings are ripened and domains of enlightenment refined. Aspirations for the realization of all aspects of Buddhahood are fulfilled. May I complete these three, fulfillment, ripening, and refinement, and become Buddha. By the compassion of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, and the power of whatever pure virtue there may be, may my wishes and those of all sentient beings be fulfilled as we ask in this way.